Am I looking to see how I looked? We can edit this. It's okay. Guys, we're here for another edition of Coach's Profile, and I'm here. I'm going to be a little biased. I'm here with one of my favorite people on the planet. I love all the coaches. This girl is special to me. Shelly Lang, welcome to Coach's Profile.
Thanks, Chris.
I'm serious, but I'm trying to embarrass her a little bit too. Shelly and I have an interesting history. She is. How long have you known Chris and Annie?
10 plus years.
Damn, 10 years. So I'm serious about this. Shelly is one of my top 5 favorite members of all time. When you were at our first
gym.
Startup gym, we just got along really well, and I just really appreciated everything about you. And so when we came back in 2013,
Right.
you signed up right away.
I did in August.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer. Why did you decide to come back and come to CPM Fitness?
I just remembered the coaching styles from when I first started in, what year would that have been? 2008?
2009.
No, 2008. I could be wrong.
It was 2009.
It's 2008. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I like the coaching style of you and Annie, and I just knew that I would like the atmosphere here versus what I was doing.
Wonderful. And how important is working out to you and your lifestyle? Because I know how much it is, but why is working out to you so important?
Well, and I answered it in a question that you had sent me by email. It makes,
Which we're going to post on the
makes
blog.
me a better person.
Yeah. In what aspects? Like, describe
Mood,
that.
attitude. I physically feel better. I was never a committed athlete. I never really exercised. I did, and then I would get bored. I'd quit. I'd move on, or I would reach a goal and think, "Oh, I'm done," and that would be the end of it. And then I'd find something new. But I don't know. It's overall, I'm just a better person.
So what about this style of training has made you stick with it for the last 10 years?
The variety. I
variety.
think, yep. It's just, there's body movement, there's barbell, there's dumbbells.
Is it a novelty component? Is it what is it? Because I know what you mean.
I don't know. I just
Why is the variety important?
because I don't get bored.
Yeah.
I never ever get bored with what we're doing.
Yeah.
And things that I think I might not like, they end up being great workouts.
Yep.
No matter what it is. Yeah.
Cool. Because I feel the same way too. What made you jump into coaching? Because as you're very aware of, coaching is such a different animal than coming in as a member or looking at this like an athlete. Why did you decide?
I think I knew it would make me a better person. It makes my workouts better. It makes me more committed. And I continue to learn through what I'm teaching members or what I'm coaching in a class. It just was progressive for me to just move on to something more.
Yeah. What's been the biggest difference since you've been a coach? What's the biggest thing you've learned from being a committed member to now a committed coach? What's the biggest thing you've learned since you've been a coach?
How to put it into words.
God, these are great questions.
They're great questions. I think when you stand on the coaching side of the classroom, you just see ways that people can improve movements. And I think it has made me more aware of things that I do myself and I'm not saying my movements are perfect, but it makes you aware of the faults that people can have in movements, which I'm sure I have and have had many of my own.
I think with the variety thing too, I think you can always get a little bit better at this.
Right.
I mean, I think that is probably, in addition to the variety, a big key for longevity with this too, is there's always something to improve on or learn on. I think that definitely plays a role too. What would you say your coaching style is? Because you bring gifts and talents to the coaching staff that nobody else brings. What would you say your coaching style is? When somebody comes to a class or if you were to work with a client, what's your coaching style?
I think kind of depends on the class. So I refer to it as being more balanced, but my bigger aspect is probably I'm more of a motherer than, and I am in every aspect of my life. That's what I am. I'm a mom. So.
How many children do you have?
3.
How many dogs do you have?
2.
How many godchildren do you have?
Godchildren? 3.
You have 3?
Actually 4 if I count both of your boys.
Well,
But
yeah.
I have some from my family too.
Shelly is the godmother of our twins, which is another reason why she's so awesome. But so who's the other 2
I have a niece and a nephew.
that you're the god?
That
Okay.
I'm the god-
Okay. So you have
So I have practice.
3, 2, and 4. You have 9 people you mother to officially.
Probably. Did you count my husband?
No, he's
You
your
should
husband.
add-
No,
no, yeah.
no, that doesn't count. That
I for
doesn't
sure
count.
mother him.
No, that's different.
You can ask him. He'll tell you I do.
I will ask him. So you're mothering.
I'm mothering.
You're mothering. So describe what that means. What would you, in your words, what does mothering mean? Like, how does mothering help you help people?
Well, backtrack. I have worked through and exercised through injuries.
Okay.
So I feel like if somebody comes in and I know that they have a low back problem, or, I make sure that the movement, if they need to modify something, that I can help them figure out something that's going to be less taxing on their back or their
Wonderful.
knee or their, So I just feel like I don't want someone to get, number one, I don't want someone to get hurt during my class
For
because,
sure.
I mean, it's
That's number 1.
it's not great.
That's
yeah,
number 1.
No, if you've ever had a back injury or some type of injury like that, it can become debilitating.
Especially if you want to work out.
And you want to work out.
That's
I
the
was out of the
worst.
gym for 6 months with a low back injury,
Yeah.
and I told the doctor, if you tell me I can never do this type of exercise again, I'm going to cry.
Oh,
And he said, I'm not going to tell you that.
and you're not a crier.
Not typically, no.
No. That's awesome. So, do you like to be coached the same way that you like to coach? So, you coaching other people, do you like to be coached the same way, or is it different?
I think I like to be coached differently than I
How
coach.
so? How do you like to be coached when you're
I don't
working out?
mind. I'm not like you. I don't mind people yelling at me.
Not like you. I don't like to be yelled at.
No, you said you don't like to be over.
I don't, and you're right. But I do like to yell at people.
You do, and I don't. It doesn't bother me either
To
way.
be yelled at.
Yeah, I
Got
can
it.
take it. I can take it.
Come on,
or leave
Shelly,
it.
come on, like
right.
that, yeah.
Exactly.
Do you like it when Jordan yells at you?
I don't think Jordan's ever yelled at me.
He hasn't? I'm going to talk to him.
Claps his hands really loud.
Really loud.
He is a really loud hand.
He's a
clap, yeah.
loud clapper, for sure.
He's got that one down.
So
That's his perfection.
You've seen a lot in the last 10 years in this world.
Yes.
What's the key ingredient for people that stick with it, that do it, that succeed at this? What would you say, in your experience, have you seen is the secret to success, which isn't really a secret?
You just have to be consistent.
Consistent.
Yeah, you have to show up.
What's
Even if you're having a bad day, show up, because I guarantee the workout makes people feel better.
yeah.
You can be having a horrible day and come in and you're different when you leave the gym.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the reasons why I like being a coach so much is it forces you to be so accountable.
It does.
Because when you're accountable to others, you have
To be yes.
You have to. You're creating that have to thing. And like you said, if I've had the worst day in the world, the best thing for me to do is
Work out.
get to the gym.
It's a mood changer.
It's a mood change. I mean, and you're around people, the right people. It's the easiest way to hack yourself back into a better mood. Plus, you get fitter and healthier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody that is on the fence about taking their health and fitness seriously? Whether they're thinking about starting CPM, whether they need to come back to CPM, whether they're watching CPM from afar, or trying to get in some kind of healthy habit or fitness in general, what advice would you say to somebody that's on the fence about getting started?
I don't want to do the cliche. Of
Don't do
just
the cliche.
No,
yeah,
I know,
don't do
right?
it. Don't.
I don't know. I think
So they need to
people-
do it. So like, what's your pro tip?
I think you just have to make yourself, because I can't say every day I want to exercise.
Right.
But I know if I do, I'm going to benefit from it. So I think you just have to encourage through, bring them with you.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's go for a walk. Let's,
Just get started.
Get
yeah.
started. You have to jump in somewhere.
Yeah.
And yeah. One thing that I say a lot to members is, they're like, oh, I really don't feel like being here today. Or after class, I've said, even if you don't lift the heaviest, whatever. It was better than staying at home and sitting on the couch.
The numbers are ambiguous. Like, who
Right.
freaking cares what you're lifting?
Yeah.
It matters that you are
Right.
lifting. Like,
Get up
the
and
numbers
move.
are just arbitrary.
Get up and move.
Yep. Get up and move, baby. Get up and move. Shelly, thanks so much for joining us. This was really awesome conversation.
Thank you.
Just get to the gym,
Get to
people.
the gym.
Thank you.